Good morning, everybody. This is Max Farrell from dexfxcopy.com, and today is February 16th, 2018, and this is your daily update. All right, let's get started. So today, I want to kind of quickly just go over some things, and then I have to get going. Today is Friday, and it's about 7 a.m., and why I'm up so early is because I really haven't been to bed yet. So there is some things that I need to get done today that will start to really unfold. I like to do things in certain periods so we can mark them properly. And this would be sort of really the second Friday of the month. Okay, so, or almost third Friday of the month. And I wanted to be able to quick start some of the packages and some of the new bots that are going to be going on. The new bots that are going to be going on is the Grinch beta. Okay. And Grinch Beta is the counterpart to Grinch Alpha, okay? And I want you to have a quick look at Grinch Alpha. Okay, this is the Dex Grinch right here. Oh, we were already on it, silly boy. Okay, and I want you to look at this equity curve. It's beautiful, right? It's got longevity. It's got some passive days. Even has a down day in it, which I really like to see. Why do I like to see a down day in anything? Is because I know that it has a true equity value to it, right? This is a healthy equity curve. It's okay to have losses, right? You hear me say this all the time. A true equity curve should always be ups and downs. Should never be straight or straight, right? So, and why is Grinch Alpha so great? Is because it's in positive equity, 358 pips. Okay, and why that's so important is because the value of this is telling me that at worst case scenarios, okay, even with this bad time in here, okay, for this month alone, we're up 741 pips. That's incredible. That's incredible because this number right here, $6.63, means that at a 0.01, a micro lot, that's great. If I was doing 2 micro lots, I would have made $120 for the month. If I did 4, I would have did $240 for the month. If I would have did a standard or a mini lot, I would have made $606. 2 mini lots, $1,200. Do you see where this is going? And why this is so powerful is that this is just one bot that we have that's trading this system. If I prime all that down and take it down to the Omega series, which is the Max Prime, it doesn't look as great. Why? Because there's other things involved in the Max Prime. And we were testing out a process of using multiple bots and multiple assets. And some of the assets, they still end up failing. It doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. You still have, even if I filter out down to the Max Prime, there's still going to be pairs that fail on the Max Prime because they fail on this. You know, there's no 100% system in there. Okay? So the concept here was to find something that one bot could do short term and be real, like a juggernaut, right? Be really strong. One that would do a little longer or medium term, okay, and would have a little bit more swing to it, okay, that we could really house these big, huge equity days. Get a little bit of drawback on a couple losses, but have another big, huge equity day, okay? But what I'm really seeing, and then of course there was another one in there that was the bot for the long term, and I sort of pulled that one. That one's the Vader. The Vader has a really good long position, and you can kind of even see that just in a couple of days, okay, because it was doing really bad in the very beginning of the week. It really came back quickly. You can kind of see this kind of growth. You know, that's if you look at it, that's 46%, 0.46% growth in a day. Okay, so yes, can it fail over a period of time? Really small runs down, yes, but it can have big, giant moves back up again. So if this equity curve over the long term comes back up, then we got another winner here. Okay, but that's just the Vader. The Canon is also pretty strong, but more in a reverse mode. Okay, so I have to find out what those numbers are. So I'm not really worried about those ones. What I'm looking at is that the Dex Grinch, and this is an alpha series, is going to have a counterpart that's going to filter out all of this. This is a good one. This is a good one. This one's going to be great. But what I'm looking to do is omit the Euro Great Britain pound and just use the short on the Euro Great Britain pound. This one's going to be good all the way across, all the way across. This one will be a complete flip. We completely reverse this one. And you can kind of see where this is going. I'll completely avoid this one because even if I did reverse it, it doesn't have a good yield. Okay, 43 trades if this was positive. Before that'd be half a pip. Just less than half, or a little bit more than half a pip. I really don't care for that. This one would be okay to put on because we're dealing with right around 5 pips per each one. Of course, 8 pips, 12 pips. These are all really good ones I would keep on. You see? So once I filter that out, even with the dailies that are happening right now, once we filter that out, imagine Grinch then. This equity curve is going to look even better. You're going to get longer tails in here, beautiful runs, big, huge runs. We probably won't even, equity curve won't even look like that. It'll look like this. And I'm okay with that. Right? I'm okay with a flat equity right here because it means we didn't drop down. Even if we did drop down, we dropped down a 0.0%. But this is on a $50,000 account. I want to get down to a $2,000 account, more manageable in that process. Okay? So that's what's going to happen. We're going to get the Dex Grinch on board, but it's going to be Dex Grinch 2.0. It's going to actually have some management processes in there as well that I'm very excited about that'll manage the trade. And will still be at the R value of 1 to 2, but just in a little bit different of a format. Okay? I also want to talk to you about something else that I had discussed with people in general. And I'm going to show you this only because I want you to see the true value to it. But the idea of having $800 per 0.01 micro lot is very, 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 very safe. I'm talking this is the safest level that we can get to in trading. Okay? Because let me show you something. I see all these people who put out these accounts. You know, I put in $100 and you blew my account. Okay, well, listen, if you're only trading with $100, okay, this is no bueno, right? You're trying to chip and a chair it. In most cases, this would be blown in an afternoon, okay, because people won't trade at this level. You don't have the reserve, okay? You don't have the margin. The leverage will mess you up over a day. Sorry, my dog's snoring in the background. She's still tired. But let me show you something here. This is an account that has that started with $200, doing a different system. I started this system with at $100 right here. This program that I put the Grinch on started at $100. Okay, and I wanted to show you this because we are using we're using the Grinch, but on a multiplier of 2. And why did I do that? Well, because I wanted to see what my margin levels would be. Now, this is a 1 to 300 margin. Okay, you would have to times this by 6 if you were doing a company like Oneida that only uses a 1 to 50. Okay, but so this would be about $18, $19, which would be about 10% of your balance. So that would be way too high. Doing 2, okay. If we were doing 1 micro lot, this would only be about $1.70 at the moment, okay. And then you can look at that kind of numbers. That's only, you know, that's not too bad. That's only about 5% of your balance, okay. So that's a pretty good acceptable margin for it to be. But this is with 2 contracts. This is with 2 trades happening right at the moment. We were only doing 1 trade if you only isolated it down to one particular pair that was doing the best, right? You can isolate that down. So my point for showing you this is that it can be done with a small balance, but is risky. That's 5%, that's 10%. It only takes 10 trades to go against you, and that hurts you. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is that you can start off with a lower balance. But if you notice your margins getting too close, then add some more money in or pull back on the amount of lots that you're using. It can happen. That account's going to grow, 1 to 2% a day almost. Because if you look at the numbers themselves are tremendous. I go to the max prime and I look at these numbers that are happening, even though we had a little bit of a down day yesterday. Okay, for the week we really got hit here. Okay, for the week, but we recuperated that and plus some. We're just getting back into profit right now, and we'll probably hit there for the end of the day because we have some good numbers coming on board. Okay, so but I want you to see that there's a great possibility there. Now, in the max prime that's happening right now, the only bot filtering into it is Grinch at the moment. That's the only one filtering in. I pulled all the other ones off until we get more clarity. Okay, I want to get the Grinch beta up. I want to get Vader beta, Canon beta. I want to get all these other betas on board, and I'm waiting for the weekend to hit so I can get them all on and start them for Sunday. Okay, start with a clear week. Okay, all right. Well, that's basically it. I wanted to kind of show you that you can start this with a little bit of a less balance, but you have to be very careful. You have to really manage your trades. All right, I'm Max. This is dexfxcopy.com. This is your daily update, and I'll see you all next time. Trade well.